Staying?
I leave Monday.
I need till Monday. Okay.
She got here early. She's like already seen it all.
I planned a shopping day.
Yeah.
Cool, right, well I guess my first question, well before I start I should say we have got 2 microphones either side. If you have any questions for these lovely ladies, please come and take a pew. But I'll start by asking, right, we've got all these fans here today. I'm a teacher of media studies and I have fans, I have fans. I have students from...
friends.
I have many fans. Students,
fans.
Yeah.
I thought you said friends. I was
No,
like,
it's the
me
accent, I'm
too.
sorry.
There's also an echo, so it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard to hear anything.
But yeah, I've got students from South America, I've got students from East Asia, and every one of them comes in with Riverdale shirts on.
Yes.
And I want to ask you guys, what do you think makes this show just such a cultural phenomenon right now?
You want to go first? Well, I always say I think there's something for everybody. I think the fact that it's a genre show makes it really, and the fact that it's really stylized, makes it a fun time, and it's just a different world that you can escape to, where there's a lot of violence, but there's also milkshakes and burgers at Pops, and there's just this like contrast between darkness and lightness that I think makes the show just entertaining and fun.
We hope it's entertaining, but yeah, it's like a romance, a thriller, a comedy, a love story, a murder mystery, so
Yeah.
it's got all of those things going for it. And also all different ages, if I do say so myself. But
I mean, were you fans of the comics before you got cast in the show?
I was not. I didn't read them ever.
I wasn't I knew about Archie, Betty, Veronica, Jughead, but I wasn't a huge comic book kid.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. We've already got loads of people lining up, so we will start left or right?
Right.
Right, over here please.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Nada. I've got a question for each of you, so I'll start with Cami. We saw the season finale, what happened to Archie. Do you think now Veronica's going to be more in touch with her dark side and use it to get revenge on her father? That's the first question.
That's a good question. I think Archie getting arrested is going to get Veronica into protective mode. I think she's immediately going to... I think she's going to whip out the fangs, but I also think she's kind of learned from her dad at this point, and she knows how he does business, and I think she's going to use that against him. So it's darkness, but I think it's controlled darkness. I think she's going to gear up for something spectacular.
And Marisol, I wanted to ask you, now that Hermione's seen how far Hiram will go to get what he wants, do you think she will slyly or openly try to get revenge on him as well and try and find a way to bring him down? Or do you think all along she was sort of playing a game and using Veronica to get what she wanted by giving her that advice of trying to bribe Hobbs?
I think that openly defining Hiram is pretty dangerous, for Hermione especially, and I think that by the end what she did with Veronica, I've maintained that everything that she's done the whole season was to protect Veronica, because Hiram is very dangerous. I think she will start, I think at the end of the season she did realize how bad he is, and I think this season we'll see them come together more against him.
Yeah, I just want to say you guys are really awesome. I really love you two's interaction and Cammy, how awesome you guys are running. So
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do you enjoy that mother-daughter relationship on the show?
We love it. And we always get really upset with them when they write us to be enemies.
I know, this season we were like,
we
liked each other. Yeah, it was kind of sad,
But I think with Hiram being more of an established villain by the end of season 2,
it'll bring us together.
I think it'll bring us together.
Yeah.
Let's have one from over here. What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm from Kingston.
Hi.
I was wondering what initially attracted you to each of your characters, because we can see from watching the show that they're both really strong, female characters, and I was wondering if that was what attracted you to them.
Well, I didn't have a job before this, so that's what was attractive to me just about this whole thing. But I will say, it's true. I was not in a place where I could be picking and choosing what roles I play, but I remember reading the breakdown and being like, oh my gosh, this character is me, like I need to play this. I had this certainty that I was capable of playing it because so much of Veronica, like we had so much in common, and I think for me, what I was always attracted to was her strength and her boldness and how she says whatever's on her mind and is totally unapologetic about it. And she's like shamelessly herself. So that to me was what attracted me to her, regardless of whether or not I had a choice or status to be picky about it. I loved her for that reason.
It's a pretty awesome gig for your first job as well, right?
It is. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
And for me, I like the fact that this woman, if you remember in season 1, she was starting over. I like the fact that we got to meet her sort of in the middle of her story and all this back history of her husband going to jail and falling from grace and having to be vulnerable and start all over with her daughter. I loved that. I loved that. So that's what I really liked about it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Over here, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hello, my name's Bex and I'm from Bristol. I was going to ask you, do you think you'll use being a mayor, Hermione being a mayor, and work together maybe with the Serpents to bring down Hiram?
We'll see. We'll see. I think that now that Hermione is mayor, which if any spoiler, I think that she will start to figure out her own power and hopefully work with the Serpents. I love the Serpents. So possibly, we'll see. If she does, it won't be so out in the open. Yeah.
Thank you. Over here.
Hi, I'm Eloise, I'm from Essex. I just want to say I've watched the shows as it came out and I'm a huge fan. My question's for both of you. Who is your favourite serpent?
FP.
I love Tony. Tony's a bad bitch. Am I allowed to say that?
Thanks.
Thank you. Over here, what's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Simon, I'm from Aberdeen. My question's for Camila. I've got to say that the music episode was the favourite musical episode of any show that I've seen, and I was wondering what was it like to be in the musical episode?
Yeah, it was so fun. I don't think we've ever had so much fun shooting an episode in our lives because it was a new experience for all of us. I mean, I've never shot a musical episode of anything. And for me, you know, I did musical theater in high school and stuff, and
You can tell.
but I kind of missed it. I missed dancing and singing and doing all of that at the same time, and that whole world felt so distant to me for so long, so being able to get back in touch with that side of myself was great. And then seeing the whole cast kind of dive into it too, even if they had no experience, like watching KJ dance, like he became a different person. He had an alter ego, Fifi. And Fifi came out and she was marvelous. It was just really fun.
Thank you. Of course, you've done a lot of songs with the Pussycats as well. Have you got a favourite musical number that you've done so far?
With the Pussycats or just in general?
In general, I suppose.
Well, I guess this one wasn't. I did Bittersweet Symphony with Josie. Does that count? It was just that counts. That was my favorite because I love that song and I loved the way they did it. They produced it, the cover. But I love Mad World.
Mad World. I cried during that.
My dad. Oh my god, I'm putting my dad on blast right now. But he said he cried when he watched that. Yeah.
That song makes me
cry.
cry.
My dad doesn't cry.
You made me cry. Yeah.
Cool. Over here, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name's Maisie, I'm from Derby. Hi. This question's for both of you. If you were cast as Hermione and Veronica, who would you like to play out of Riverdale?
If you were cast as what?
If you weren't cast as Hermione and Veronica, who else would you choose?
If we weren't.
So any other character in the show, who would you like to play?
I want to play Veronica.
I think it'd be fun to play Betty. I love the idea of a tortured soul. And I feel like Betty's just been through it, so I think that would be really fun.
Tony Topaz, that would be fun. That would be awesome, actually. Yeah.
Who would you want to play?
Anyone?
Anyone? Okay. Nice, thank you. Over this side, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Amir and I'm from Middlesbrough, and I just want to say that I'm a huge fan of the show, and I've got a question for Camila. For the upcoming season, where would you want to see your loyalty lead you to as Veronica? To Archie or to your family?
In season 3?
Yeah.
Well, family's kind of broad because there's Hiram and Hermione, and I think at this point she has very different relationships with them. And by the end of season 2, her and Hermione are united. So I think it's hard to divide them in that sense. I think in general, I just really hope Veronica fights against Hiram. I think it took her 2 seasons of her, you know, being like, is he good or bad? And like, so many signs pointed to him being bad. And finally, you know, there's this concrete proof. I mean, he put Archie in jail, we assume. So I hope that's enough for Veronica to turn against him in season 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Over here, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Catarina, I'm from Portugal, and I have 2 things to say. First, I want to thank Cami for calling out Cosmopolitan on the whole Photoshop thing. That really meant a lot to me.
Thank you.
And, for Marisol, you have played such empowered females, and I was wondering what was your favorite character to play up until now?
Besides Hermione, probably Nadia Yasser in 24 and putting Kiefer Sutherland in jail. That was kind of fun.
Thank you. Obrigada, Cami.
Love you. Beijo. Ciao.
Thank you. Over here.
Hi, I'm Holly, I'm from Manchester. Out of the 2 seasons, is there a favourite scene you've had?
For me, a couple. I actually really like the one where I'm drinking wine and I'm like, pobrecita. That whole thing with the blowing of the kiss. Mainly because that was an outtake. In other words, they didn't plan it that way. And I was like, just let me do one more. I'm just going to play with it. And then we ended up using that take. So maybe that one or the breakup scene with Fred, the first season, kind of broke my heart. How about you? That was rough.
I always say the scene at the end of season 1 when we're running through the snow, because that day was crazy. There's nothing like that day. And it's one of those moments where I'm like, you know, this is kind of the fun of being an actor. Like, when else am I going to be running through like 6 feet of snow, screaming, Cheryl!
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Over this side, who have we got?
Hi, my name is Angelina. I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Long way.
And I just wanted to say that the musical episode was amazing. And I wanted to ask a question for both of you. So season 3 comes out in the fall, and I just wanted to ask if you can give us some sort of spoiler.
We literally don't know anything about season 3 because they just started the writer's room, and our showrunner Roberto is very precious about what he tells us. So as of right now, I'm completely in the dark.
I'm hoping to sing. We'll see.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Of course, there has been talk about Sabrina and anyone? Yeah.
That would be great. I just don't know how that would work. I mean, I could see us going to Sabrina's world, to Greendale, but I don't see her coming to us, because then we have to explain how there's magic all of a sudden.
Other shows have done it.
Riverdale does get more absurd every year.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll figure out a way.
We'll have a Walking Dead crossover. It'll be great. Cool. Over this side, who have we got?
Hi, I'm Fiona from Cardiff. I'm just wondering, in the next season, would you like to see the romance between Fred brought back into the story, and the 2 of you then to work together to get Archie out of jail, and then that love interest spark back up?
I haven't given up on Hermione yet at all. I loved that ship better, and it was kind of, it ended so abruptly. So I'm hoping that comes back. If not the next season, I'm sure it will. I really loved that. Yeah.
Thank you. Over here, who do we have?
Hi, my name is Jonathan. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and my question is for both of you, and it is, if there was only one last day on Earth, how would you spend it?
Ooh, great question. Those questions always get me. Last day on Earth? I feel like I'd like kidnap all my family and closest friends and like take them to like some really isolated fancy spa somewhere and then just get massages all day.
I would spend the entire day with my daughter doing anything she asked. Oh, I would do that. Oh, I would do that.
Cool, thank you very much.
Where am I in this scenario?
She probably asked to hang out with you.
Oh my gosh, me and Rand, yeah.
We've got a Matt Smith over here.
Hi, my name is Ethan, and my question was to both of you. What's the best on-screen, off-screen antics, like outtakes, sort of thing?
Outtakes?
Yeah.
Oh, like a blooper kind of? Is that what you're asking? Okay, there's this really funny blooper, and I think they're gonna include it in the bloopers for season 2 if they haven't already released it. But there's this video from the musical episode where we're doing the chair dance, and it's like we do this canon where we all go like this, and KJ goes so hard, he like flips his chair back and falls on the floor, and all of us just died. And then Casey fell to the floor in a fetal position just because he was laughing so hard. So that shot, I really hope they include it in the bloopers. Keep an eye out for it.
Cool, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Over here, who do we have?
Hi, my name is Leah, and I'm from Glasgow, in Scotland.
Yes. Hi.
And my question is, who's the most fun on set?
KJ for sure.
He giggles all the time. He's like a little kid.
He's a prankster.
He's like
just
a
always,
12-year-old.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Over this side, who do we have?
Hi, my name's Lucy. I'm from Harpenden.
Hi, Lucy.
My question's for both of you. Which cast member do you hang out with most, like when you're not filming?
I think it's pretty divided. I mean, not divided. It's pretty split between everybody.
But always at Mark's.
Yeah.
Always.
We all hang out all the time.
Yeah.
I'm living with Lily right now, so I feel like I'm hanging out with her the most. But in Vancouver, we're always hanging out together.
Yeah, for the most part.
Thank you.
No problem.
And what do you guys do when you're hanging out?
We do a lot of karaoke.
Really?
I don't do
Okay.
karaoke.
Yeah.
She does a lot of karaoke.
We'll go out, like that's what we do on weekends and stuff, so we'll go out and sing karaoke. But then you
Favorite
get
songs?
Huh?
What are your favorite songs?
If I Got You, Alicia Keys.
Nice.
Lady Marmalade.
Okay.
And then Lily and I always do You and I by Lady Gaga.
Fair
I
enough.
need to come to karaoke.
You should.
Just to watch.
Yeah. I saw you at the rap party the first year.
I know, but I didn't karaoke.
I know, but you sang.
I did. Oh yeah, I did.
I love rock and roll.
That was fun. Oh yeah, okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
There we go, Friday night sorted. Over this side, who do we have?
Hi, my name's Katie. I'm from Bedfordshire.
Hi.
Do you ship Shoni?
Of course I ship Shoni.
And what do you think is in store for Cheryl as a serpent? How do you think that will react, like with the rest of the cast?
What's in store for what?
Cheryl as a serpent.
As a serpent.
How do you think the rest of the characters will will react to that?
Will react to Cheryl being a serpent?
Yeah.
That's a good question. See, I can't really speak on behalf of Cheryl and her storyline because I'm not fully illuminated on what's happening there. But I feel like every character will have their own reaction. I think it does make sense. I mean, Cheryl's a strong character and she's been so supportive of the serpents, and I feel like the serpents kind of are thankful. And they
Maybe she'll make Tony a cheerleader just to kind of balance.
Tony is a cheerleader.
She is?
Yeah, she's
God.
a vixen.
Oh, right.
Hey, we're on the show called Riverdale. Do you watch it?
Yeah. Do you play?
Yeah.
Oh,
I play your daughter. You
I'm a
remember.
huge fan.
It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
Lovely,
problem.
thank you.
Tired.
Over this side, who do we have?
Hello.
Hi.
My name's Melissa, and this is Sophie, and we have a question for you.
What's the longest you've ever spent in a day filming?
Ooh. I've done 21 hours, but it wasn't on Riverdale, it was on a film I did. But
Was that 24?
21 hours straight. No.
It was 24 hours a day.
Thank you.
Can't say I've ever counted. Yeah, no, 16 probably. If you count hair and makeup, that takes forever.
How do you guys get through such a long day? Like,
Coffee.
Coffee.
Try to take a nap during lunch.
Yeah.
I nap during lunch.
Or you can like nap in your character's bedroom. That's always me. Yeah, take
I don't have a bedroom.
No. season 3.
That's right.
Requests to the producers.
Yes.
Bedroom for Hermione. Cool. Over this side, who do we have?
Hi, my name is Marta from London, and I was just wondering, like, what 2 characters would you want to make, like, a better friendship?
A better friendship? I would love to see Veronica and Tony become friends. I think they'd get along quite well. But I miss B&B. I feel like season 2 there wasn't a lot of Betty and Veronica together, and we both felt that. Like we never got to work together, me and Lily. And we told the showrunner, we're like, hey, season 3, it's B&B every day. So hopefully he listens.
And on that note, same with Hermione and Alice. I think I had
Yeah.
I had one scene with her first season, and that was like 2, and that's it. I haven't seen her.
And that was a nice scene. It was like about being a mother, right?
It was good, right?
So sweet.
Yeah, I liked it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. And this side, who do we have?
Hi, I'm Charlotte. I'm Asher. We're from Oxford.
Hi.
Our question for you is, what's been your favourite scene to film so far?
We can come up with another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna come up with another one.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, I like shooting small fry. I like
That was scary.
Yeah, I loved that. That was legit scary.
Yeah.
He was huge. He was huge. I like that scene. How about you?
I really liked shooting the musical episode, the solo number that I had. That was really fun because I had like all these backup dancers, and I got to have a Britney moment where everyone like put their hands on my body, and I was like, I'm a pop star. So that was fun.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.